Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry I haven't posted anything in a while. We're in the process of moving. We're in a much nicer, much quieter area now, so I don't have to fight with road noise to film. Just got this AC unit over here, but I just got the truck over here today. Didn't drive her. Still gotta do head gaskets on it. I only drove it on and off the trailer, but that's kind of the point of today's video. We're gonna get started tearing into this thing, so stick around. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do is get this thing turned around. I want the hood facing the grass. A little easier on me. So let's fire up. Shouldn't be too hard. Tap. God, I missed this thing. I'll take her up. Up and over here. Sorry, that was way out of focus. My truck is so out of place here. Look at all these cars. Nice cars everywhere. It's alright, I'll make her look pretty one day. Looks ain't everything, y'all. Alright, take her over here. Won't run over that lady. Make for a bad day. And here we go. Sweet. Let's get to wrenching. So the first thing we're going to do here, put the hood up a little bit. I'm smacking my head on it. We're going to go ahead and drain out the radiator. Oh, there goes my marker. Don't really need that right now anyhow, because we're going to do water pump and head gaskets. So I'll get this all situated, start draining them into these. I'll pick up from there. Alright, that was a little bit of a challenge. The pitcock was stuck pretty good, but we're draining this out so we can go ahead and get our water pump here changed out. Alright, well this is about drained out, so we'll go ahead and take the power steering pump loose, which is what tensions this belt onto the water pump itself. Looks like we got 2 bolts going through here. That bracket. The bottom one is the one you tighten and loosen for the tension, if you can see that. And might be able to get away with just doing that. I don't think we'll have to pull the alternator side. Doesn't look like it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get those loose and pulled off. Alrighty, got the power steering pump off. I'll have to take this off here. Sorry, camera work. I'll have to take that off once we get the water pump off. I can't seem to get a wrench on it, and I don't feel like screwing that up and having to cut it out or whatever. So we're going to try to preserve that as much as we can. It's time to go ahead and close this pitcock down here, take the lower hose off, make sure we get as much out of that water pump as we can. Same with the intake, because that's coming off too. So stick around. Check out that awesome bushing that goes in between the power steering pump and the head. It's actual metal. Yeah. They don't make bushings like that anymore. Alright. I was just moving right along, and this stupid thing right here wants to give me a hard time. So when in doubt, impact it out. But since I got my flip side bit flipped for the one side, let's take this one loose. Good and loose. And we'll flip it over and do the same, just different. Alright, I'm kind of doing this for myself more so than you guys. But the big one, big belt goes on the alternator. The small one goes power steering and crank. But as you can see, our pulley's off, our fan is off. Got our bolts and pieces over there, some hoses, impact, more shit. Next thing to do is to start getting these bolts around the water pump off. Ouch. And then do a little cleanup in between. We'll come back. And yes, the battery is disconnected. I'm not that crazy to just let it flop around and touch everything. We're getting there. Alrighty, it's off of there. Got lots of old nasty gasket to take off. But notice a little bit of rust right here, and down here there's some, I don't know if you consider that rust, dust, dirt. But looking at this thing, definitely a good call to replace it. This thing has seen better days. I mean, look how, if I can get it angled, kind of seeing those tubes, it looks nasty. Some serious nasty stuff built up. But we are one step closer. Alright, I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna try to get a carburetor off, mark our timing, pull that out, try to go from there. I meant to point out this thermostat neck, which is bone dry. So that water pump just gave up. There's a little bit further down, but I noticed heater core hoses were also dry. Upper radiator hose was dry, nothing in it. So that water pump definitely gave up the ghost at some point. Alright, carburetor's off. Got the distributor cap off. Look at that nasty gasket shit. Got my timing marked. There and down there. This part's easy. I marked it on the hold down bolt too. I'll take this vacuum off. Lift that out. Just gotta undo that wiring, but I don't have a third hand. Take this little bad boy off. This over here, which is kind of jerry-rigged in there. There we go. This green wire goes to my tack. That can be flipped over here, out of the way. Caps there, radiator or lower. Man, we're getting somewhere. I just want to go ahead and take that off of there. Move this down here. I suppose I'll have to take those off anyways. So we'll take those off. Alrighty. So I got all the intake bolts loose. Got the manifolds loosened. I'm gonna call it a night because the wife wants dinner and it'll be dark here soon. Nice little sunset though. But all I'll have to do next time we come back to this is take off the valve covers, the head bolts, pop that intake off first, but then the head bolts, definitely get off the manifolds, pop some heads, change some gaskets, kick some ass. The valve cover off here, I'd definitely say this is the side that went. It definitely has more of a gasoline smell than anything. But yeah, that's bad. I bet you that side is clean, because when it was running, it was just the driver's side tailpipe that was spewing out that white smoke. But I guess we'll see here. Let's see if I can get this all pulled apart today on this side anyhow. We'll see. I got the exhaust manifold loose, intake's loose. I'll just check everything out here. Looks like our valves are nice and tight, no play. That's good. I was worried about that. Good, good, good. I was worried maybe one of the push rods got bent or something. You never know. But all the push rods are tight on the back of here. No play, no movement. Very nice. Alright. I'll see if I can get this intake off next and we'll take a look at underneath it. Alright, so we got the intake off of there. We're gonna have to clean up the inside of this real good. But from what I can see, these push rods all look good. None of them look bent, none are loose on this side either. That one's loose. Oh yeah, that one's real loose. We'll figure that out once we get a little further along. This head has all of the bolts taken out, so that is the next to get pulled. So I'll pull that, we'll have a look, and I'll be right back. Okay, those cast iron parts are really heavy. Alrighty, anyways, driver's side head is pulled. This thing weighs like 60 freaking pounds. I think that's from when I caught it on the way out. Definitely got some build up on the valves here. Let's pull that off of there. Looks decent, I guess. Not the worst. But yeah, definitely got to clean these up. Oh, look at that. What is this? Just silicone. And these are the plugs from that side. Come on, focus in there. Focus. Yeah, they're black. So, let me clean up this side of things. Clean up the other side. We'll drop the heads down on here. And get cranking on that side. Alright, here's our new head gasket. Looks way nicer than the other one did. It's way nice. And it looked like the date was 1/11/18, so they're relatively fresh. So it's nice. But there's a lot of cleaning to be done, especially in there. That's nasty. Although the pistons all look pretty good. That's from the head. A little bit of coolant there. I'm assuming that's from the head too. I'm not sure. They're all in there. They don't have play to them. No play on that one. No play on there. And no play on the front one. They do need cleaned up. So, I'm going to go grab something to wipe these down with. And get the inside of here before we get too far. That way we got room to work with. Alrighty. We're making good progress. Alright guys, I just gave her a good wipe down. Need to get some of these a little bit better. But it's definitely coming along. The pistons came pretty clean. That one more clean than others, but that's where the head gasket failed, so got a nice little coolant scrub. The other ones weren't so fortunate, or unfortunate I guess, depending on how you look at it. All I did was just take some elbow grease to it and throw my new head gasket on the ground. That's always a good idea. I've cleaned off the mating surface, and we're ready to slap that new one that I just threw on the ground back on. Gotta clean that nasty atrocity out. How thick that is. I don't know if you can see the depth. It's ridiculous. Nasty. But we'll get everything cleaned up, slap this side together, and get moving. Let me tell you all, this thing probably weighs every bit of 40 or 50 pounds. So, getting that lined up on these little pins is about to be a hell of a chore. There's going to be a lot of careful maneuvering. Our new head bolts, I put the 5 in the bottom, at least thread them finger tight. We'll do the same, and then we'll torque them down. Driver's side is getting there. I still got some sunlight and some interesting music. Alright, everything's torqued down. I'm gonna have to pull these rockers off to get the pins back in, but no big deal. And then I can put the valve cover back on there, maybe get started tearing at that side. It is a bit cloudy, but I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight. We'll see. Alright, got the heads all torqued down, got our valve stems in there, our new cork gasket. I don't know how I feel about that. I might change that out later. But we're coming along. It's starting to get dark though. See the sun setting over there. So I'm gonna button up this side, and yeah, we'll cover it up for the night. Alright guys, so I didn't film an outro for that that section of video there. I think this will be about 3 parts, maybe 4 even. I'm going to try to do 3 parts, but I appreciate everybody watching. I really appreciate all the support, all the new subscribers. That's awesome. If y'all want to show your friends, be sure to share, like, comment, all that stuff. I will give you a sneak peek though. The truck is facing a different direction when I'm filming this, if that tells you anything. And I'm not going to make y'all wait forever on those videos to get posted. I'm going to do my best to get it out here as soon as possible. I did move, like I mentioned earlier in the video, so I honestly don't even have internet yet. It's been a nightmare trying to get everything situated. But I will get this posted ASAP. Thank you all for subscribing. I really appreciate the support, comments, love. Haven't had any hate, but let's try to keep it that way. So thank you all. If you see anything that I messed up on, like I said, the truck's facing a different way. It might be a little too late. But yeah, thank you.